Ebusianfo, in one of my videos and there me post here, me catch say I will be doing a technical analysis on cocoa. Yen here cocoa price baby a echo. Embrebi me catch say what share His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in Shisheya wodi ato ho na. Me ye cocoa farmer na nka meni beje, because all it has to do is that cocoa should trend. Me mamoti say first our time no na cocoa e was downtrend. And I me catch them say there was say yen say e was say cocoa e ko uptrend. Na cocoa ne ko uptrend. That is when cocoa farmers omo ebe details. That time I me can say no me trem say cocoa ababe enter a demand zone. Now obi biara what demand zone aseno. Unim say a yana price e pump from a demand zone. That time na cocoa price ye somewhere around $3,000, and the cocoa price do 4,500. A trail say cocoa ne price no kosro. Into your cocoa farmer dia maka me see latest by maybe the end of this year and now next year and now quarter 2028. Uye cocoa kwienia usika mahama edebema no one hwe ya bottle ba kokra no obetumi agi kekanko 10,000. Se ndu 10,000 krana mahama sika wodebema no ebebro da. Inti yende se usu a no problem. World market price na abafom. Inti world market price ne kosra usika bedoso inti no don't worry kra. So today we are doing a technical analysis to see where cocoa is heading towards. And uye cocoa farmer, you'd want to you'd really want to stick and stay and understand the technical analysis na me for people who trade financial market, you are going to understand this technical analysis. Omu nim financial market, this is going to be, there's going to be some huja kakra so, but don't worry, I'll try as much as possible to explain. This is the weekly time frame, and clearly we are seeing that cocoa has been in a downtrend since 2025 February. Into lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and now it has beaten this supply region. So it is good. It tells you that the buy pressure with cocoa is high. A good sign. So for some time, cocoa was in 2022, especially 2023, cocoa kosra, 2024 a kosro, and a 2024 na sanso bar form, and a 2024 na a sanso course ruby until 2025 and a chance say a bar form. This year 2026. The 2026 no, yeah, say be kosro and I say be den. Let me look at the 6 months candle of cocoa. Okay, so this is the 6 months candle, and clearly it has hit a demand zone. That is very good. You need to see that. That is what some of us we want to see. Let me see the 3 months candle. So cocoa on the 3 months candle is bullish. It is good, and even on the 3 months you realize that it is reacting to this consolidation area, which is also a demand zone. So you need to see reactions like that. Once you begin to see a pump on a 3 months candle, you know that it is good news. It is good news. So on the 3 months candle, cocoa is bullish. Let's look at the 1 month candle. On the 1 month candle, that is good. This is a double bottom. That is very, very, very good. This is double bottom, and double bottoms mean a reversal. Once you get double bottom, it means you've had a reversal. Let me show you. Inti Shehase, what happened over here? This was a double bottom, right? Inti way December 2024, any double bottom no then they see cocoa price ne kosroa from a year 3,452, and a cocoa do a year $11,000 when this double bottom happened. And that same double bottom is siwaha. So for people who understand, once you see the candlestick give double bottom over here, you know that it is likely that the price is going to push up. Now, cocoa has to deal with, on the monthly time frame, it has to deal with this supply region. Okay, once it breaks through this supply region, that is a yam konkwa, and hopefully it will do that. Hopefully it will break through the supply region. So I'm expecting cocoa to get to $5,000. See, now $4,500 with ease. I'm expecting cocoa to fill this a year fair value gap and then get to $5,000. But let's come to the weekly and let me do the proper analysis. Okay, so let's do the proper analysis on the weekly time frame. Let's see what the price we need to expect for cocoa. Into simple support and resistance, you can decide to use support and resistance. So simple support and resistance, when cocoa got here, when it got to this region, there was some resistance over here. It broke it. Once this region was broken, you were expecting price to come back. So I say Brony ebefre I say a breaker block, because this region was more like, this place was supposed to be a demand zone. So when the price got here, it broke through. So normally when price breaks through a demand zone, it comes back to retest. So my first point, I'm expecting cocoa to get to ASR region way, which is 5,170. Now, so cocoa drew 5,170. I'll be looking for a reaction from this breaker block. If it gets to this point, now a break it through, it means the buy side is good. The buying pressure is good. So for now, the cocoa price no drew 5,170. Obi am marking to baby. For now, cocoa call 5,170. In the do 5,170, we are going to see the breaker block way, how it's going to treat the price. Okay. If it breaks through the breaker block, the next point I'm expect to say cocoa ebia have a little resistance area where this is a supply region. And also somewhere around the 6,000. It is a break it through 5,000. Yeah, not to say cocoa drew close to 6,000. Say break it through 6,000. Yeah, no. Not to say cocoa ababedane a change trend on the weekly. So once it has changed trend on the weekly, it tells you that it is going to target this liquidity, 11,000, 12 liquidity at 12,000, right? If cocoa changes trend, as a trend no, now on the weekly time frame, and this is going to take a lot of months, right? That's what I'm telling you. Say by 2027 or 2028, into as a trend no, now on the weekly time frame, as a from downtrend to uptrend, it will be targeting this liquidity at $12,000, and it is good news for the cocoa farmer. So for now, no, it is good. It is looking good. There is buy pressure. This area was supposed to be a supply region, right? This area was supposed to be a supply region, but you see it has broken through the area, so it is good news. The next area, has a, you find a breaker block. A break it through the next area, has a supply region. A break it through hoppe. Baby cocoa target biome no. A break it through has a pe adane uptrend. Right? So now it is in an uptrend. Once it gets into an uptrend, the liquidities now core target 9,000 and then which is 11,000, and then the upper liquidity, which is 12,000. So this is some good news, So sisi ana yempa ebo se cocoa no ebe ko uptrend. Once it gets to uptrend, we are good to go. Okay, so this is on the weekly. Lianche daily time frame no nianche. So on the daily time frame, it is also clear. So you realize that on the daily time frame, this could be an when it came here, we were expecting it to, when it came here, we were expecting it to break through, but it didn't break through. It's created a demand region here, and see what happened. After I created a demand region, it touched into the demand region, gave double bottom, and it is pushing up. This is good news. And areas I may expect to say cocoa ebe get it to know. Mama Mwatia said the first area I may expect here 5,170. A break it through 5,170. The next point is 6,122. A break it through 6,122. A busian for ye didi cocoa for tumunda. Ote said this year cocoa a break it through $6,000. Tumunda. Cocoa for be didi peche, because price will always reach liquidity. The other then price will always reach the liquidity areas, right? Because that liquidity way it was created in 2024, 2 years ago, and the price now be reaching a breaking all these liquidity zones. What you see? So now price is reversing, and it has to go back to claim all this liquidity. Ain't Ebeko, it's just a matter of time. It will reach to this liquidity and sweep them all. Inti cocoa bedru 12,000. It's just a matter of time. Inti uye cocoa farmer now here. This is your analysis. I hope you understood. So one tiasi and so there. I don't know how else I was to explain it to you. Obi biara ote yasi and so no what yasi. Inti no. Ebusian for book na that screen is on your friend the Ghanaian investor. This is your most practical guide. Ebetro senior obe investi ewo Ghana. Now a lot of people don't know, but you will be a friend of the Ghana Stock Exchange. Now Ghana Stock Exchange, we invest ewo Ghana Stock Exchange more. What it simply means, and it's a udi usika invest in some companies be a listed ewo Ghana. Companies be to say a year Ghana Commercial Bank, companies be to say MTN. Into the best investments any Ghanaian can ever do. Investing in a Ghana Stock Exchange, because on average Ghana Stock Exchange return revenue and an ROI of 25%. What it simply means is that every single year biano when you crano na 25% if you invest in a Ghana Stock Exchange. This book is going to go take you through how to invest in a Ghana Stock Exchange, how to invest in a Nyamabia your friend mutual funds. Now aside this there are 3 other investment firms be a Ghana Hanson Swa a yes secret and crowdfunding. If you purchase this book, you are going to get to know of those secrets or those investments, and then it's going to change your life forever. Get this book, The Ghanaian Investor. So open book maybe at a very simple number na that book neso 055-807-4986. Obe to me a fresh number no. Ofra ye best sort out with the book. Obe to me so our WhatsApp number no. So one person obe free and answer one person obe WhatsApp ya. Very simple. On your screen, video now wo hwe sisia no ube hu baby ya draw view products. Obe to me a click so a obe hu say books ni na ebeba. Na wa click book no version ni twi video wo ho. Ni PDF ewo ho, ni English video enso wo ho. Twi video no eye for wo mo a eye na akenkan eye omoden. Omo ana wo ntumi nkenkan brofo. Ni English video enso wo ho. Akenkan ye oden na nso pe brofo a English video wo ho. PDF enso obi a wo hwe a wo pese wo kan wo phone so na trese bibia eco smooth no. Also there any the PDF. So that is also another way you can get the book. So what me now you Ghana ni now our brochure. You can just go on Amazon. Now I search book no the title. That screen is no The Ghanaian Investor. Into search for book ne title Ghanaian Investor. Obon say beba na wa purchase na trese ya ship e dia bro e wa brochure ho. And I say video na wo hwe sisia no ye wo be a friend the description box e wo YouTube. Into an answer obe click more. O click more obe call description box ni mu. Into call description box ni mu a obe hu say a book no ne links ewa ha what ya say o pese o use mobile money a eno ne say wa click sa link na ya tro get my book here for mobile money, get the ebook here na wa click so na unsaka get the hard copy na wa click so na unsaka very 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 simple. These are the ways obetumi use enya book we yento book we ni ehu senior ye betumi invest. Ghana's economy is booming. I personally believe that the next set of billionaires and millionaires, no, they will be coming from the Ghana Stock Exchange. And so take advantage of this, learn how to invest in the Ghana Stock Exchange amidst any other and all other investments and also what are Ghana for. Edamuni nase.